Well, good afternoon to you. Today's Wednesday. Well, we had the old Prime Minister on last night, giving us a few words of advice and telling us what we should do and what we shouldn't do, and one thing and another. But I just say it to everybody: be positive about this. We've done 6 months, and we may have to do another 6 months. But I think all the nurses, the doctors, all the people that are going the extra mile for all of us to keep us safe. So just look after yourself and take care. It'll be all right. We will come through this. That's what got me thinking. And I hope that some of my stories that I've been doing will give you a little bit of to someone to smile about. But anyhow, I'm going to keep going now as long as I can, really. If I go on another, you might think, oh my gosh, no. But we'll give them a try anyhow. Now, this one's a bit about going on a bus trip. Here, been away since I last seen ye. I was here one morning looking at the Western Morning News, and I spotted one of their bus trips. They'd have them every so often, don't they? And I'm always thought I wouldn't mind trying one, and this didn't look too bad at all. It was 3 days up Blackpool, see the lights. I always wanted to see they, so I thought, here goes. Anyway, I rung them up, and they give me all the details, like. And he sounded pretty good. So I took the bull by the horns and booked up. When Jack come home from work, I said to him, how do we fancy a bit bus trip next week up Blackpool, see the lights? It's only for 3 days, and you've got a bit time off coming at me. Yes, he said. That don't sound too bad, do it? I thought myself, thank goodness for that. See, I'd already booked up. I should have been in some stank if he said he didn't want to go. Anyhow, we was due go on the Friday, and we had to be down Camborne Church 5:30 in the morning. I was afraid my life we was going to be sleep late and miss the bus, so I set the alarm clock and put the radio on the timer switch just to make sure of him. But I needn't have bothered, because I hardly slept for the night, and 3 o'clock I was up making tea. Of course, Jack, being a true Cornishman, smoked the teapot, and down he comes. What's the matter with he said. Can he sleep? You know what I'm like if we're going anywhere, I said. I'm always afraid we're going to be late. I'm best in whether or no clapping a pasty for the journey. What do you think? Doesn't be so daft, said Jack. They do stops every so often. They're motorway calves, and you can get anything you want. I know that, I said, but you can't get a bit of homemade cooking, can he? Anyhow, the upshot was that I decided to take a few sweets and bit fruit and a couple of packets of crisps. Just in case, off we went. Ever left from church early in the morning, have he? It don't have to feel funny, don't it, going down through the town. Everywhere is so quiet and no cars. It isn't so bad in good weather, but I bet it's awful when you're stuck down there waiting for the bus in a flood of rain. Cut a long story short, we had a handsome journey. The coaches are some comfortable now, aren't they? You don't know you're moving, and the drivers, well, they do look after you, foot and finger. Mind you, we was shifting on a bit up they motorways and was up Blackpool in no time. Hotel was lovely, and nothing wasn't too much trouble for 'em. After we had something to eat, we went out but looked round. I tell you what, the place was bouncing with people. We passed a hot dog stand, and Jack said, gosh, smell like onions. But we just had our dinner, so we made a bit of ice cream. Next morning they took us on a bit of tour round and showed us all the sights, and then in the evening we drove round to see the lights. I don't know what to say to ye. There was every design and colour you could think of. 'Tis hard to describe, really. And when you were there, you'd get the atmosphere, don't ye? We really enjoyed it. On the Sunday morning, we headed off home again. Of course, we stopped a couple of times on the way back. But I tell you what, time we got Camborne, I was just killed. It isn't too bad down as far as Plymouth, but after that, it just seemed like you weren't never going to get home. It was worth it, though. I'd go again, Mara. Now, this here one now is another one by David Prowse. Nice little poem. King of the Cowboys. Roy Rogers has died, said the newspaper's voice, as the picture was flashed on the screen, and I found myself mourning the hero I'd known and the google-eyed youngster I've been. I remember the cheering, the stamping of feet, when the batters come uppance was nigh. The bloodless finale then the grateful farewells and the Stetson he waved to the sky. I remember the story of no one so enthralled as a fan club recruit, getting photos and lessons in riding the trail as a cowboy of peerless repute. Upon his next birthday, along with the mail, came something he'd never forget, for the king of the cowboys had sent him a card as a registered cowboy cadet. His mother explained how these things were arranged by a posse of helpers assigned. But her logic meant nothing to one so enthused, for the picture was clear in his mind. He could see it, Roy Rogers with triggers loose rein in the dust of a tumbleweed street, itching up the rail of O'Shaughnessy's store on a mission he'd vowed to complete, selecting a card with the greatest of care to the lilt of a western refrain, then employing his saddle for makeshift support as he signed his illustrious name. Such was the image perceived by a child as a vision of how it should be. I can speak with the ring of authoritative voice, for the youngster in question was me. And I'll cling to that picture as long as I live, like a nugget from sand pebble streams. For we all need our heroes and need to believe they accord with our grandest of dreams. So don't try to tell me he's made his last stand and the king of cowboys has died. He's just waved his farewells from the crest of the hill and he's found a new prairie to ride. Thank you very much.